Hey, it's Trent from After the Burial. You are watching 8747 Productions. Yeah. Did you know that Kiss never had a #1 hit?
Really?
You believe that? Yeah, never. Not one.
It doesn't surprise me one bit.
I mean, yeah, you're either kind of like a fan or you're not, but a lot of people, I never knew that, and I read it like, I don't know, a couple months ago.
That's interesting.
Well, they were known for the show, man. I mean,
Their highest one was Beth.
Beth?
And yeah, we
Do you know Beth?
never.
Do you know the song Beth?
Yeah, it's
I was playing
so
that.
good.
I was playing that song, and my wife's like, "Who is this?" I'm like, "This is Kiss," and she's like, "No, it's not."
Yeah.
It's like, really, honestly, this is Kiss. It's like, no,
Detroit.
they're like, aren't they heavy and scream and stuff? I'm like,
not quite.
no, they don't actually do that. You guys actually produced you, or were you
We did
recording?
ourselves.
You did all
Yeah.
yourselves?
Yeah.
Do you do all the recording?
Yep. It's basically just like Justin and I come together and just hustle through it, you know, like did all the guitars as we always do, did all the Dan did all his own drum programming, and then we recorded the vocals our own. All in-house, dude. The only thing we didn't do, we did everything.
Master it?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
From beginning to end. We are talking about it.
Well, we are talking about it. We can talk about it more.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just do an official intro.
Yeah, just do
And
it.
this is Big Brian from 8747 Productions. We're just having a very candid, not candid,
Casual.
casual conversation here with Trent of After the Burial. He's Zach's man, right? Plays a really big 8-string guitar, which is insane to me. But what inspired you to pick up the 8 strings?
Just playing 6 strings growing up, and then, got to 7 strings when we started this band, and just kind of progressing my style of music that I was writing, and Justin as well, too. Like, we just kind of wanted to write heavier stuff without sacrificing, all the higher-end stuff that we're used to playing, too, like the shreddy stuff, because really, I mean, like, we love that stuff just as much. And to me, it's kind of intriguing. It was back then when we picked up the 8s to like think about being able to play those thick grooves, really low tuned stuff, and still having that access to the higher registers.
How about when you guys write your songs? Because this is always, you got a bass player in your band too. Like Animals as leaders, they don't. You guys have to incorporate a bass player, and you got to work his parts around what you guys are doing too. How do you guys kind of make that work?
Just kind of, man. It just kind of goes in like the guitar riffs always come first. Guitars and drums always come first. And then the bass just kind of goes in there playing whatever supporting role it needs to. Normally it just sticks with the drums if it's a rhythm part. But otherwise, we just fit it in. Yeah. There's no like crazy like system as to how the bass parts are written.
Your low string, what is the tuning on your low string?
We have a few different ones because we're playing like on the new record. We have some 9-string songs, and that's a C sharp. But generally, we just have an 8-string tuned half step down.
So that like
it's F
40
natural.
hertz.
Does it get down to 40 hertz? No, because what you're working with pickups, really you can't.
Okay.
You can't translate it. I suppose if you were to mic it and having it acoustically, it's an electric guitar. Really, like the pickups won't go any lower than about 60.
60 hertz.
So,
I play guitar. I just have never played with I think I played with a 7-string once, and I was like, cool, but I'm not even that good on a 6-string guitar, so why add another string? So what's your rig like, and what are you guys using when you record, and what are you using live? Is it the same thing?
No, not necessarily. In the studio, we use quite a few different recording techniques as far as like getting guitar tones, bass tones, drum tones. Anything from actual hardware preamps to software plugins. And yeah, man, just whatever works, really. It's like, it's not a set system in there. And then like live, we use Randall Thrasher heads right now in tandem with the XFX. It just seems to work great. Got that low end clarity. Seymour Duncan pickups makes a blackout that we've been using, and it's been great. Then yeah, dude, Ivan has guitars.
Yeah, Seymour Duncan blackout. It's an active pickup, right? Yeah. And I think it's their only.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, as far as an 8-string, That's the only active pickup that I know of. They have a couple passives that have been working pretty well too, but we haven't used them too much. The Blackouts are really, really medium output, and they're very well balanced, so you can actually get a lot of articulation throughout the guitar without sacrificing like low end like tightness for high end shrilliness, or like high end smoothness for like low end mushiness.
Right,
you know, it's
right.
just it's kind of a weird battle just because of the inherent like range of the guitar, 8-string.
Sorry. No, it's kind of intrigues me. I've never, like I said, never picked one up. I've never played one. I'm
Should,
sure
dude. It's fun.
maybe I will one day. It's just like the neck.
We'll jam after this.
We'll jam, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Last time they were here, they were with Trivium, and Trivium couldn't play here because I think their vocalist lost his voice. And we did a little photo shoot with them. We'll put some of those photos in this interview so you guys can all see them. But we had a little photo shoot with the setup, and they're like held for the first time this neck, and it was like, holy crap! It's like, man, that thing is wide as crap, I guess.
2x4, yeah.
Right, double wide, right? So, but yeah, if you had any advice for people, I teach audio engineering in a couple universities, and you know, if you had any advice for people that want to become engineers or musicians, what would you tell them?
Practice. Really, like, you can practice recording just as the same you can practice like a guitar. You know, don't be afraid to like dig really deep into plugins and dig really deep into listening, and you know, just experimentation is ultimately like, I don't have any sort of formal training recording. Justin has a little bit, but most of what we know as far as recording just came from doing it over and over and over and over and over, and learning from mistakes and learning from, you know, successes that we weren't expecting or that we were expecting and like took a long time to get to. So it's really just like, the more experience you can put under your belt, the better you're going to be, because at the end of the day, like, you know, the guys that make the best records have done a shitload of records. It's not like there's just one guy out there. I mean, there's probably somebody out there that just nailed it their first try and now they're like, you know, doing it for a living. But for the rest of us, it just takes a lot of time and practice, and kind of like spending money on good gear too, and knowing what good gear is and knowing what you're using and what it's doing is.
What are some of your favorite tools that you're
Instrumental.
using in the studio, like preamps and stuff like that?
Nothing specific that I really want to talk about. I mean, like TuneTrack makes the best drum software out there, in my opinion, just for like a casual recording studio.
Okay.
And then, you know, Logic and Pro Tools are the DAWs that we use. Haven't really dabbled outside of those because they're just so, you know, they're so easy to use now because we've been using them for such a long time, and it's like they're just, I don't know, they're steadfast brands, and they're reliable as hell.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for, you know, talking with us.
Yeah, man.
Casual, just a little bit different, but I don't care. We don't need to be.
I dig it, man.
You don't need to be so formal every time, I guess, huh? So, just want to say, you know, thanks to these guys for coming out again, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys on stage. So,
Cool, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.